Welcome to Meeple Mentor. I'm Jared, and we are about to play Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig. Let's take a look. I'll show you how. Feel free to pause the video as needed to follow along with your copy of the game. My goal is this video can not only teach you to play, but can also be shown at the game table to help set up and teach the game at your next game session. As part of that goal, I've added chapter timestamps in the description to the different sections of the tutorial to easily recap relevant rules for you. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell below the video so you don't miss any of my latest content. In the game of Between Two Castles of Mad King Ludwig, players are world-renowned master builders tasked to help design the king's castle. Mad King Ludwig demands the most impressive castle in the world, and since it's a project of such significance, he has required the expertise of more than one master builder. He has paired you with other master builders to design the best castle possible. In this tile drafting game, players will be choosing and placing 2 room tiles a turn to build a castle on their left and on their right. These 2 castles are built together with the players on your left and right cooperatively making the best ones possible. Each castle will get scored, and your final score will be the lowest scoring of the 2 castles you helped to build. Can you divide your attention evenly to max out the point earning potential of 2 castles at the same time? You'll have to work together with both opponents to do well. Let's get into it. The setup of the game is pretty straightforward, as the game tray for the tiles that organize the game in the box also helps set up the game on the table. First, make sure players are seated so each player is equidistant from the players to each side of them. You should make sure to sit in a way that is circular and not everyone on one side of the table, for instance. And since the game heavily depends on the players to your sides, if you're playing a game consecutively, mix up the seating arrangements randomly. Find the 7 throne room tiles and wooden castle tokens. Shuffle the throne rooms and place one between each pair of players to start their cooperative castles. Then place a wooden castle on the table below it. Any extra throne room tiles and wooden castles can be put away. Give each player a player aid for their reference. The small yellow tray has double-sided specialty rooms and the royal attendants. Set this tray in the middle of the table, making sure you don't mix these tiles with the regular room tiles. Shuffle the bonus cards together into a face-down stack placed in the spot for it in the small tray. Set the large tray full of the regular room tiles in the center of the table. Each compartment should hold 9 tiles in face-down stacks. All these should be random, so you'll need to mix and shuffle them between games. That's all for setup. A game of Between Two Castles takes place over 2 rounds, with many player turns happening in a single round. At the start of each round, each player draws a hand of 9 tiles from the center tray. Each turn, players secretly choose 2 tiles from their hand to place in front of them, and then places the remaining tiles face down underneath the castle token to their left. No communication is allowed while choosing your 2 tiles, and once put in front of you, they may not be changed. Once everyone's chosen their 2 tiles, everyone flips them face up and must decide which of their 2 castles to place them in. Players should discuss with their neighboring partners which tiles are best for their castles, as the players on your right and left are your partners for a single castle. After discussing with your partners the best strategy for placing tiles, you must choose which tile gets added to each castle next to you, always one for the left and one for the right. Since you and your partner are both adding a tile to the castle each turn, you can decide together the order of placing them. After placing, though, tiles are set and can never move. The tiles in the castles and their positions will determine how many points you score at the end of the game. Sometimes partners can't agree on who will place their tile first. If that happens, let the oldest player place first. Once there is only 1 tile left under the castle token to your right, the end of the round triggers. Discard the final tile out of the game and begin round 2. Round 2 plays out exactly the same way, except the hands of tiles are passed to the right, counterclockwise. The castles you're building are built from a side view perspective using room tiles. The throne room is the starting tile and is at ground level. From the throne room, the castle can expand outward orthogonally. By placing a tile above your throne room, you start another floor of the castle, making the castle taller. Placing a tile to the right or left makes the castle wider. There are some important placement rules to be aware of when building. Castles can be as wide or tall as you want, as long as they follow building rules. Any tiles placed above ground level must be supported by a tile below it. It can't hang over nothing or be on stilts. Any tiles placed at or below ground level don't need to have supports, just need to be adjacent to an existing tile. All the castle tiles must be oriented in the same direction so both you and your partner can read the names. Each tile must be adjacent to an already placed tile, so it shares at least one edge. The regular rooms for food, living, utility, outdoors, and sleeping can only be placed at the ground level or higher. Corridor rooms can be at any level, including below ground. Downstairs rooms may only be placed below ground. The player aid reminds you of all these placement rules and restrictions. The arrows shown next to the room type will show if it can be placed at ground level or higher, or any level, or below ground only. Whenever the third tile of the same regular room type is added to your castle, the castle immediately gains a specific bonus that corresponds to the room type. The room bonuses are resolved before placing any other tiles. I'll cover each room type and their bonuses in just a second. Additionally, when placing the fifth tile of the same regular room type, you may immediately choose any single specialty room tile and place it in your castle. You can have multiple of the same special tile in your castle. There's no restriction there. There are no room bonuses for 6 or more of any room type, nor any bonus for having multiples of a specialty room type. Each room in the castle is scored separately at the end of the game. There are many different types of regular room tiles found in the game. Your player aid will describe their scoring methods and bonuses earned for each. Let's take a closer look at them. A room's type is color-coded and designated by an icon in the top left corner. In the upper right are often found icons for a type of wall hanging found in the room. These can end up scoring points depending on certain royal attendants placed in your throne room later. Everyone starts with a throne room which has a shield icon found in its upper left corner on a red background. Each of the throne rooms shows 2 different room types and the specific room locations they should be adjacent to it. Both room types don't need to be there. It could be 2 of either type or 1 of each. By properly arranging these room types there, the throne room scores 2 points for each placed correctly, so the maximum points a throne room can earn is 4 points. However, each throne room can hold up to 2 royal attendants from certain room bonuses earned, which will also score at the end of the game independently. Food rooms are gold and have a wine goblet icon. Each of these shows one type of room that it wants to be either directly above and below or to the left and right of it. For each room of that type in the correct position at the end of the game, the food room scores 2 points. The chocolate and spice rooms score a little differently. They'll score 2 points for a downstairs room in each of the 2 spaces below them. Food rooms can score a maximum of 4 points. When placing the third food room type in one of your castles, the bonus is to draw 5 tiles from the supply of face-down regular room tiles. Choose one of them to place in your castle, while discarding the other 4 out of the game. If this new room is the 3rd or 5th of its type, you should then gain that bonus immediately too. Should there not be any regular room tiles available from the tray, shuffle all the discarded tiles back into the draw pile and keep drawing. The living rooms are purple and have a fire icon in its corner. Each one has a type of room it wants to be surrounded by. It scores 1 or 2 points for each of that room type around it. Most of them can score a max of 8 points. The ones that say to surround it with outdoors or downstairs rooms can score a max of 6. The bonus for placing the 3rd living room in your castle is to place a royal attendant in one of the 2 spots in the throne room. The attendants let you score a point for each room in the castle matching their shown wall hanging icon. It's possible to earn multiple attendants, even of the same scoring type, to get 2 points then for each icon. The utility rooms are orange and have a hammer and anvil icon in the corner. The utility rooms will show a room type it wants to be connected to. In order to be considered connected to it, you must be able to trace a path back to it using only that room type. Each room type in the connected path or paths score 1 point for the room. There's no maximum to the points a utility room can earn. By placing the third of this tile in a castle, draw 3 bonus cards. Choose one to keep and set it face up beneath the castle. Discard the other 2 out of the game. Each face-up bonus card will score at the end of the game for how well the castle meets its conditions. For any clarifications on how any of these bonus cards scores, check the rulebook on page 15. In the very rare case there are not 3 bonus cards in the deck to draw from, shuffle the previously discarded ones into a new pile and continue drawing. The outdoor room tiles are green and have a tree icon in the corner. Each one has a type of room it wants anywhere in the castle. For each one of the type indicated, the tile scores 1 point. There's no maximum to the amount of points each one can score. Since the outdoor tiles have a blue outer border, it shows they are open to the sky, so no room tile can be placed above it. The room itself can be placed on other rooms to any floor. By placing 3 outdoor rooms, you get to immediately place a fountain tile. Take it from the special tiles tray. A fountain scores 5 points at the end of the game. Just remember to place them like an outdoor tile with no room directly above it. The sleeping rooms are a royal blue color and show 3 Z's in the corner. Each sleeping room in your castle scores 4 points if the castle has all 6 other regular room types by the end of the game. It doesn't matter where the room types are located. If you don't have all 6 by the end, each sleeping room only scores 1 point. After placing your 3rd sleeping room in the castle, immediately place a tower specialty tile. They can be added at the throne room level or above and are worth 1 point for each room below them, including rooms below the throne room level. There's no limit to the number of points they can score. Corridor rooms are a silver color banner with a white rectangle icon found in the corner of the tile. The corridor rooms can be placed anywhere in the castle. The tile scores 1 point for each room surrounding it with the matching wall hanging. So the maximum points a corridor can score is 8. Corridors and downstairs rooms are the only regular room types that can be built below the throne room level. By placing the 3rd corridor tile in a castle, you immediately get to place a grand foyer. These are specialty tiles that can be placed anywhere. They'll score 1 point for each room surrounding it, no matter the type. The throne room would only count as 1 point towards scoring it, even if it takes up 2 of the surrounding spots. The downstairs rooms are black in color and have a stairway icon in its corner for its type. These must always be placed below the throne room ground level. Each of these tiles shows a room type it wants to be above it in the same vertical column. It doesn't matter where in the column as long as it's directly above it. For each of that type, it'll score 1 or 2 points. These have no maximum limit of points it can earn. You may choose to build multiple levels down below the throne room, and you don't have to have it touch a tile above it since the underground levels don't actually support any rooms above it. As long as the tile is added to the castle by sharing at least one edge and will be located below ground, it can be legally placed. This same rule allowance also applies to corridor rooms and grand foyers placed below the throne room level. When you place a 3rd downstairs room in the castle, immediately choose any other room type bonus. You can even choose a bonus you've already gained or one you've not yet obtained. This is always extra, so it won't cause you to miss the bonus later by placing 3 of that room type later. Choosing the living room bonus lets you add a 2nd royal attendant to the throne room. It could also be the same one to score 2 points for that scoring method. At the end of round 2, the game will end and scoring will take place. Once you see there's only 1 room tile passed to you, that's the last turn. You can discard that last one. There's an included score pad with the game. Give each player a score sheet of their own and something to write with. Each player should total the points for the castle on their left. Then place the score sheet next to it so your partner can see the final total. The player on your right will have completed the scoring and totals for your castle on that side. On the sheet, go top to bottom looking at 1 room type at a time. Score each room of that type in a separate box in its row. Then add up the total points from each of the rooms scored and put that in the total column at the far right. Once all the regular room types, specialty rooms, bonus cards, royal attendants, and throne rooms are scored, add up all the totals in the total column. This helps you easily score everything in the castle. Looking to the scores of the ones on your right and left, your score is the one with the lower score. The player with the highest final score wins. If there's a tie at this point, the tied players compare their higher scoring castles. The one with the most points wins. If there's still a tie with both castles, compare the total number of specialty rooms in their two castles combined. Whoever has the most wins. If somehow there's still a tie, they share the victory. I'll also add that there's a free fan-made phone app called Castle Appraiser, which calculates each castle's scores automatically. All you have to do is open the app and take a picture of the castle on the table, and it does all the calculations. Given how small some of the numbers are on the tiles, it could save you 10 minutes to score all the castles. I highly recommend checking it out. It is entirely possible to play the game with only 2 players with some modifications. You'll want to set up the game as if for a 3-player game, so there are 3 throne rooms laid out with 3 castle tokens below it. The third imaginary player is called Ludwig. During the game, the 2 players will be building 1 castle with each other and 1 castle with Ludwig separately. During the first round, each player and Ludwig draws 9 tiles. Don't look at his. During the choosing step for each turn, the player to the left of Ludwig shuffles Ludwig's stack and randomly picks 2. From these 2, they get to pick 1 to add to their shared Ludwig castle. The other one must go to the other player for their shared castle with Ludwig. Keep them face up near these castles while the players choose their own 2 tiles from their respective tile stacks. Once tiles are chosen, each player chooses where to place their own tile and Ludwig's tile into the castle shared with him. When gaining a bonus from the shared Ludwig castle, the human player always gains the bonus and resolves it for that castle. In round 2, since the direction of the tiles passes the other direction, so does the player who randomizes and picks first from the 2 Ludwig tiles each turn. Resolve the rest of this round the same way and score each castle as normal. The player left of Ludwig will end up having to score 2 castles. Then determine the winner. It is possible for Ludwig to win the game and both human players to lose. The first biggest addition the Secrets and Soirees expansion adds to the game is changing the player count from 1 to 8. So there's a solo mode now, and the game can now play up to 8 players. There's lots more room tiles, bonus cards, player aids, and more. There's even a new game tray included, which fits snugly above the yellow one. The left 2 wells of the tray holds 9 tiles with the new castle token in between. The 2 wells on the right holds 9 ballroom specialty tiles per stack. The center 3 wells holds 13 tiles each. The new room type tokens all fit in the 3-cylinder wells in the center. Not all the new tiles will fit in this tray, so some of the extra regular room tiles will have to be shoveled in with tiles in the wells below the throne room of the red tray. Of course, to play with the expansion, you should shuffle all the regular room tiles of the expansion with the core game before filling up the wells of the trays up. Shuffle the new bonus cards in with the rest of them, and shuffle the new throne room with the rest of the throne rooms. Next to the yellow bonus tray, place all the ballroom tiles in a shuffled face-down stack. Give each player one of the new player aids, and you'll need to use the new score sheets at the end of the game instead of the core game score pad. All the specifics of the new bonus cards are listed in the rulebook. The expansion adds new room types like activity rooms, ballroom specialty tiles, and secret rooms. The sleeping room scoring method is adjusted a little bit. Each sleeping room will be able to score 4 points if your castle has any 6 other regular room types from the 7, not including sleeping rooms. Specialty rooms, secret rooms, and sleeping rooms don't count towards having 6 different types of rooms. So it must be any 6 of the following 7 types: activity, corridor, downstairs, food, living, outdoor, and utility. The first of the new room types are the activity rooms with a brown banner and a lyre icon in the corner. Each of these rooms scores 1 point per tile orthogonally adjacent to it. But if the specific room type shown is located in any space surrounding it, the tile only scores 1 point. The activity rooms can score at most 4 points. When placing the third activity room in a castle, you immediately draw 3 ballrooms. Choose one to keep and place in the castle. Discard the other 2 out of the game. The ballroom specialty tiles can be placed at the throne room level or higher. The ballrooms score based on room types in adjacent castles, not just your own. Check the adjacent castles to it clockwise and counterclockwise for the room type specified. It will score 1 point for each room of that type in both castles. There's no limit to the number of points a ballroom can score. Whenever someone chooses to gain a ballroom specialty tile for the 5th tile placed bonus for any room type, they should draw 3 and choose 1. The secret rooms are a teal color and show arrows in both corners of the tile. Each placed secret room duplicates an adjacent regular room. It will not duplicate specialty rooms. Follow the direction the arrows are pointing to duplicate the room type, wall hanging, and scoring rule of that tile as if it were a duplicate. If copying a blue bordered outdoor room, it does not become limited in the same way. You can still build above that secret room. To help you remember which room type it becomes, you can place one of the included room type tokens on it. These are available just to be useful reminders and aren't necessary for gameplay. It's just helpful to use them. Since the secret rooms essentially become the room type they're pointing to, placing a 3rd or 5th secret room tile offers no bonus by itself. It only contributes towards the room type bonus of what it became. Secret rooms are allowed to be built anywhere in the castle and don't follow placement restrictions of the type it's pointing to. So you could place a secret room below the throne room and be pointing up to a room that can't be built below. The secret room still becomes it and then kind of breaks that rule. Multiple secret rooms can point to and duplicate the same regular room, and if a secret room points at another secret room, it also copies the regular room being duplicated. You may choose to, or have to, place a secret tile where the arrows don't point to anything. Once a room is placed in the spot it's pointing to, it then becomes a duplicate immediately. Also, they'll only copy directly adjacent rooms, not being able to skip empty spaces. The Mad King's Demand is a new variant way to play the game for 2 to 8 players. In this variant, each player builds only 1 castle just for yourself. You'll no longer work with your neighbors. Place 1 castle token and throne room in front of each player at setup. Proceed with setting up the rest of the game as normal. Everyone will start each round with 9 tiles and select 2 per turn as usual. Round 1 and 2 have a new step handling the tiles each turn, but the direction changes between rounds. During each turn, you'll choose 1 tile from your hand to place face down in front of you for your castle. Select a second tile to pass to the next player face down near them. This is considered Ludwig's Demand. During the reveal step each turn, reveal your selected tile and the one given to you. You must add both tiles to your castle in any order you choose, and resolve any bonuses. At the end of the game, only score the castle in front of you. Whoever has the highest scoring castle wins. If tied, whoever has the most specialty tiles in their castle wins. If still a tie, they share the victory. If doing this variant with 2 people, there's no need for a 3rd castle like in the core game rules. The new ballrooms and the bonus card for 1 point for every specialty room in the adjacent castles score 1 point for each matching tile in your castle and 1 for each matching tile in your opponent's castle. With the introduction of the Secrets and Soirees expansion, we are also given not 1, but 2 solo modes to the game. The first uses the Automa system, and the second is an alternative solo method called the Introvert variant. The Automa system plays like a 3-player game with 2 AI players to play against. Any rule not explicitly overruled here is still in effect like normal, and for all intents and purposes, the AI opponents are considered players and opponents in the game. The 2 AI players are both Roberta. The one on the left is Roberta von Links, and the one on the right is Roberta von Rex. These are the German words for left and right, by the way. The 2 Robertas will share Castle Roberg between them. After setting up like a normal 3-player game, shuffle the new Automa cards to form a face-down Automa deck. Put the gray and blue castle tokens nearby. They will be known as the signal tokens. You must build the base of Roberg Castle with these 4 room-type cards in this order. From the throne room tile given to their castle, check the leftmost room type of the two. Find this room type on the cards and place the green castle token below it. Do the same now for the other room type, placing the yellow castle token below that on the cards. These two room types marked by the castle tokens are Roberg's favorite room types. These never change or move. You can now remove the throne room tile, it won't be needed anymore. You'll need to decide on a difficulty level to play against. The level 3 difficulty is considered normal mode. You can go higher or lower for more or less difficulty. Check the last page of the Automa rulebook for the changes. Choosing higher levels means you place extra random room tiles face up at the start of the game. Place the shuffled Automa deck below Castle Roberg and room next to it for a discard pile. Place the turn order card below it as well. It should have round 1 face up. Put the red castle token next to it. The signal tokens can sit below it. Castle Roberg will be built with 8 columns, 1 for each non-secret room tile type. Secret rooms will be added to other room types and become treated as that new room type. In each round, place 2 hands of 9 tiles to each side of you, so you'll have a face-down stack to your left and 1 to your right. Then lay out 9 random room tiles in a row in front of you. This is the shared hand. You and the Robertas will take turns playing 2 tiles from that hand until 1 tile remains, discarding it. Use the red castle as the turn order token on the turn order card to mark the first player and track whose turn it is. In the first round, Roberta von Lynx goes first. In the second round, Roberta von Rex goes first. Move the turn token around the card following the arrows to keep track of everyone's turns. You can also keep the turn player aid with you to see the order of the turns. Once the tiles have been taken and there's 1 left, it is discarded. Then take one of the 2 9-tile hands set to your sides and line them up randomly in a row to create a new shared hand. Do this until all the stacks are used up, in which case you move on to the second round. So flip over the turn order card to round 2 and start the setup process again with the 3 9-tile hands. When it comes to each of the AI's turns, they'll follow the same process. First, place the 2 signal tokens above 2 tiles of your choice from the shared hand to show which ones you think would be good for your shared castle. Then draw an Automa card and place it face up on the discard pile. The Automa then picks and places a tile in Roberg, then picks and places a tile in their Liechtenstein or Rexburg section, basically the left and right sides of the Automa deck. All tiles gained by the Automa comes from the current shared row of tiles. Roberta considers first the tile types in the shared hand, of which Robert Castle has less than 5. Should the castle already have 5 of each, all types become possible again. Then you'll need to apply the filters shown in the center of the card from top to bottom. There's room for 3 filter types on each card, but not all of them are used on each card. If one is empty, of course, skip it. Just make sure to do the filters from top to bottom. Also, whenever a secret room is in the shared hand, it is treated as the room type shown at the very top of the Automa card that turn. After applying the filters, should you come down to 1 tile, that's the one it takes. Otherwise, you'll use the tile tiebreaker on the card, which shows an arrow and a number. First, let's back up and talk about the filters. The green-gold filter being present indicates that the only valid tiles to take this turn are the ones that match up with the 2 favorite room types set up at the beginning of the game from their initial throne room. The next filter determines which valid tile types there are most of in Roberg from those with less than 5 tiles. Only those types remain valid. The icon arrow with 5 means the Automa wants to get 5 tiles, not that a column with 5 tiles is a valid choice. The third filter is the have not filter with a 0 and a dotted square. This filter means only valid tiles of the types not already in Roberg remain valid. When applying all the filters on the card doesn't leave you with 1 tile, you need to apply the tiebreaker number. Start at the left of the line of tiles in the shared row and start counting the valid tiles from left to right. Count up to the number shown, wrapping back to the start of the row again when reaching the end. Once you've counted out and reached the final tile, that's the one that is selected. This first tile taken is placed in Roberg at the top of the matching room type column. The tiles placed here never trigger bonuses. Finally, Roberta must pick a tile for the shared castle with you. She'll choose the tile associated with the castle token marked at the bottom of the card. Remember, these are the 2 tokens you placed as your picks for the shared castle. If that tile was just taken in the previous step, take the tile from the other token, your second pick. Place the tile as you wish in the shared castle for that AI. Roberta von Link's shared castle with you is known as Castle Liechtenstein and will be built to the left. Roberta von Rex's shared castle with you is Rexburg and is built on the right. You will not also pick a tile on their turn. When it is your turn, pick 2 tiles from the shared hand like normal and place 1 in Liechtenstein and 1 in Rexburg. The Automa does not pick tiles during your turn. When the game's over, you'll score the Liechtenstein and Rexburg castle like normal. Then score Roberg in a unique way, based on your chosen difficulty. The level of difficulty gives you a base level of points to start with, and then more points are scored on top of that. So at level 3, or normal, start with 32 points for Roberg. Now add points based on the number of tiles in each column. Gain 4 points per column with 3 or 4 tiles in it. Gain 9 points for columns with 5 or more tiles. Then count how many types have tiles in them, or how many columns were made. As long as there is 1 in it, that counts. If Roberg has exactly 7 columns with at least 1 tile, give it 10 points. If there are 8 columns with tiles, give them 13 points instead. Compare the castle's points like normal scoring to see who wins. The second solo mode is the Introvert variant, which is different enough from Automa that they refer to her as Automa. It plays simpler, faster, and more puzzly than the other mode. In this solo mode, it's you against the AI, Roberta von Roberg, each building your own castle. Her castle is Roberg. Setting up for the Introvert variant is very unique, so don't set up the game like normal. First, shuffle the Automa cards to form a face-down Roberta deck. Create 8 stacks of 5 random face-down regular room tiles. Place the 4 room-type cards out in this arrangement to form the base of Roberg. Give yourself 1 random throne room tile. Once again, you should choose a difficulty level, with level 3 being normal. Extra room tiles are added face-up in Roberg at the start of the game for higher difficulty levels. Place the gray castle token nearby. It's known as the marking token. Remove this bonus card from the deck. It can't be used in this mode. Though this mode uses the same Automa cards, they are resolved differently. Each card can have up to 5 rows with something in it, but only the rows with gray triangles next to it are used. Roberg will be built similarly to the Automa mode with tiles added in columns above the room types. Secret room tiles taken will act as the room type shown on the current Automa card and permanently be part of that room's column. Each of the stacks represents a round of gameplay. To start a round, take one of the 8 stacks and place the 5 tiles in a randomly face-up row to create a shared hand. Then 2 turns happen. In each turn, you both gain a tile. The 5th tile will be discarded. Once all the stacks of tiles are gone, the game's over and you score the castles. The first step of taking a turn is for you to place the marking token above one of the tiles to mark it for possible future selection. Next, draw the top card of the Roberta deck and place it face up on the discard pile. Any secret rooms are considered as the room type shown on the top of the card. You'll need to find a set of valid tiles for Roberta to take. Firstly, if there's no tile type in the shared hand with 2 to 4 tiles in Roberg, then all tiles are valid. Otherwise, all tiles of room types with 2 to 4 tiles in Roberg are valid, plus the tile you marked with the castle. If there's only one tile that meets the criteria, that's the one she takes. Otherwise, check the number shown with the arrow at the bottom of the Automa card. You'll follow the same counting process from left to right, and wrapping back to the left like before. Count out the number of only the valid tiles and take the one you stop on. Just like before, the tile is placed at the top of the column for the room type in Roberg. Placing tiles in Roberg never triggers room bonuses. Then it's your turn to take a tile from the shared hand. If the tile that was marked is still there, you must take it. If not, you can choose any one tile you want and add it to your castle. Score your castle first as normal, then score Roberg similar to the previous solo mode. Also, the ballroom specialty tiles are worth 1 point for every matching tile in Roberg and your castle. Based on the difficulty you chose, use the base number of points for that level as the starting number of points for Roberg. Add to that 4 points for each column in Roberg with 3 or 4 tiles. For any columns with 5 or more tiles, Roberg scores 9 points. Again, check how many columns have at least 1 tile in it. If exactly 7 columns have tiles, Robert gets 10 points. For 8 columns, score 13 points. Whoever's castle scores the most points, they are the winner. There are no tiebreakers, so it can just end in a tie. Keep the rulebook handy and check BoardGameGeek.com for FAQs and extra content. Check the video description for links to Top Shelf Gamer for token upgrades, Cloud Puncher Games for board game shelving, and Mr. Meeple t-shirts for cool board gaming shirts. The Meeple Mentor channel is now part of the board game community, the Gateway Network, made up of great upcoming board game content creators. The network includes Instagrammers, podcasters, YouTubers, artists, and much more. Click the link in the video's description or head over to the Gateway Network's Instagram to find great new content. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Like and subscribe if you found this teaching helpful. Stick around to watch another Learn to Play video. And remember, teach when you can, but always be learning. See you next time.